What is going on, feelers? It is your boy Tim here, and I'm coming to you live from the Lake District right now. And I just had a message. I've had a lot of messages, a lot of advice, a lot of people telling me how to live, what I need to do. I don't post stuff to get advice. I let the universe come to me for advice. I don't have Tinder to find a girlfriend. I let the universe help me find my relationships. But people want to tell me what to do and how to live my life and do what I want to do with myself and what I should share and what I shouldn't share. And you know what? It's best that sometimes I just don't read the comments and move on. But at the same time, it does give me a chance to see what's out there, what needs addressing, what needs talking about, so we can all grow together. Anyway, this is a message. I'm not going to say who it's from, but I'll go through the message and then we'll just highlight some of the things. I just want to say that as a public figure for veganism, you have a deep responsibility, and I feel like you need to be very careful about publicly experimenting with excessive fasting, which is obviously a notable impact on your health and appearance. Obviously noticeable, right? In what way? Because, anyway, the vegan message doesn't need this extremism. Extremism is opinion, and this shouldn't be about the vegan message. This should be about health. The carnivore crew are having a field day. You went from being a vision of health, fitness and strength to extremely thin and complaining about health problems. Right, this is the sentence we need to talk about. You went from being a vision of health, fitness and strength, which is a vision I allowed myself to be perceived as online, to being extremely thin, which is an opinion and perspective and related to a sick society, and complaining publicly about health problems and extreme issues around food. These issues and health problems were always there. They didn't appear from the fasting. I just didn't talk about them. I just kept it, I didn't just specifically keep it hidden, but I just didn't want to be that open about my life. I definitely have come from the fast. I never told anyone to fast. Hear my words, I never told anyone to. This is me just putting it out there. And I can do what I want. I can put it what I want. I'm not here offering advice. I'm not here claiming I'm a guru. I'm not here claiming to be some health expert. The vision of health, fitness, and strength was I can be that guy still. I'm still that guy, but I just want to talk about the real stuff, because everyone has something in their life that they're working on. And not everyone is willing to be as open, even with their close friends, about some stuff. I thought it's time. The fasting healed me to a point where I feel more free to be more open and honest with myself and my life about this stuff. Nothing's changed. All that stuff is there. I'm just focused on a different message right now. And it's not the vegan message, it's the health message. This is the problem. Anyway, please go back and eat a balanced, healthy, cooked food diet. What is balanced? Don't tell me, because you couldn't tell me, but what do you mean a balanced, healthy, cooked food diet? I had issues before, and then health issues from whatever, from diet or whatever it's from pesticides, from who knows what it's from. Please stop obsessing over food and fasting. Oh, just tell someone to stop obsessing over food and fasting, especially not as a vegan YouTuber. Just keep telling me what to do. I hope you rebuild, eat lots of good plants, protein, fats, cooked meals, and stop thinking and worry about food. And I'm sure this comes out of love, but anyway, it just shocks me how people want to tell you what to do and offer absolutely no solid advice. Anyway, I'm not sure why you decided to do such a long fast. You're a picture of vegan health, seeing this decline. There's no decline. I'm just showing myself in a more open way. I'm being honest about stuff. And maybe I should be. I thought I made that clear anyway, that this stuff was there before the fasting anyway. But it's just come back after the fasting. So the fasting is clear. I feel like the fasting cleared me in a way so that I'm more sensitive to highlight the issues. Whereas before, I blamed the issues on pre-veganism. Whereas since the fast, I can't do that anymore. That's really sensitive to talk about. And we maybe should talk about that another time, because I don't want to just try and rattle that one off. But for me, that's my belief of that. The fasting made me realize that, these issues that I'm having right now aren't necessarily from pre-vegan days. I'm not sure how old you are. It goes into Saturn returns, which I've talked about anyway. But please don't do. Okay, when we test physical limits to find out what is real, please don't do it with food. But food is something that could be the most important thing that we need to test to find out what is real. We need to really find that stuff out, because that's what we're doing more than anything else that we do in our lives regularly, really, other than sleep and breathe and drink, maybe not even that for some people. just eat and explore limits elsewhere, just telling me what to do. Anyway, she doesn't like me representing the vegan message and being honest and open. And this isn't about the person, this isn't about Ruby, because this is probably in other people's heads as well. So thank you, person, for sending your message to help us address this. The biggest issue I see here, and I responded, because I responded then, asking me not to share the truth with people could be more damaging. Because if I just continue to put on this internet persona of optimum vegan health and strength and fitness, when internally I'm still like, but it's not quite what it could be. It's not quite, I'm not quite, and a lot of other athletes are doing this as well. And I'm on the forefront of this as a vegan athlete and advocate. So it's more important that I'm honest and responsible with this, to be honest and say, right, sorry about that, my storage ran out on my phone. We're back. If we make this, I got into veganism for sort of on the backbone of sort of spiritual growth, right? And it wasn't about my health, and it wasn't as much about the environment, it was more about the animals and the direct suffering I was faced with my choice to eat animals. And since then, what I'm really grateful for veganism for is it's led me on a journey of self-discovery towards self-love. And as that self-love has grown, my health has become the most important thing. And it seems more selfish to others, but you're no good to anyone if you're no good to yourself. And so I've been led to self-love, and that makes health and my health the most important thing and not the vegan message. And that's what it should be for all of us. Health should be the main goal of what we're trying to do here. And then the vegan message should be secondary to that and a byproduct. But if I'm not open and honest with you about my health as a role model of physical veganism, not just a talker or activist, but of the physical product of veganism, and I'm not honest about that, that is dangerous for us all. I don't really know and I don't want to seem in any way like, however it seems, but arrogant about this, right? But I am probably responsible for a lot of people, and people come up to me all the time and say, I'm vegan because of you, or I'm vegan, or, my family don't mind me being vegan now because we saw you on Ninja Warrior and you representing vegans and showed them how they can be healthy, and it helped turn my boyfriend vegan and all this stuff. I'm responsible for a lot. That's a lot of weight on my shoulders with this vegan message. And it should be about health first and then vegan second. And if I'm not open and honest about my health, that to some people it can seem stupid and idiotic, or people say I'm taking it too serious, or I'm thinking too much and all this stuff. Whatever, man. But this is me. Like, if I shy away and I'm scared from sharing the true depths of this stuff, then I could be leading a lot of people in the wrong direction. So I always want to stay open and honest. And I maybe I should have been it from earlier, because then I would have done it from before the fast. But I guess people jump in at any point and say, oh, you're doing it, and it's like they've not seen the journey. But those of you that are here that follow the journey, you know how we keep it, and we keep it focused on truth, focused on healing. That's what we've been about from the start, and I've been fairly open with the start. So at least at this point, if people are just discovering it now and they can have whatever opinion they want, then there we go. We're at that point now. So welcome on board. Thank you, those of you feelers that have been here with us. We're still on this journey. We're still going. It's just life, man, None of us get out alive. It might not be the end when we go anyway. And often the truths, the things we're asking for, the things we want, especially as our awareness grows, are hidden and harder to spot, hidden by the mind, by the ego, and can seem like more of a surprise when the truth is revealed than ever. And then at the same time, it's none of it's a surprise, because that's how, the more aware you are, the more you know that you know nothing. And so that you're open to surprise answers that the universe may give you. So the trick is to stay open. And through the bold decisions that I see as sort of bravery to put this stuff out there when I don't have to at all. And I could just continue to make videos about jumping and running and parkour and just show the fun, happy, healthy side, and not show the true 360 degrees of the whole side of this whole thing. I'm not doing that anymore. So, that's it. That's my choice. And you can tell me, you can take it whichever way you want. And I will continue to love myself either way. And that's it. Godspeed, gang.